wake up, right? That's what we do, and that's what we call it when we wake up in the morning after a sleep. We wake up, and when we wake up, it's like we clearly see everything that's around you. That's this concept when people are talking about awakening. Other people have talked about it in terms of ascension. The idea is that the higher you get, like you see a different perspective. When you're at the top of the mountain, you see it differently than if you're at the bottom of the mountain. Woke is your eyes, in a sense, are seeing things differently, right? There is a journey between being woke and awake. Woke is almost like you've been startled, or you've realized that there's all this deception that's going on, that what you believed for so long is ridiculous. This deception and deceit of, and I'm just going to say, let's just say it wasn't intentional, but that's what was handed down generation to generation. And the cards and the beliefs have built this house. And all these systems are coming down right now. Except you're seeing what you're seeing in order to reflect back here in yourself, to wake up and realize that one of the greatest fundamental structures of beliefs in our world has been, go to the doctor. The scientist knows what's best. The scientist knows your body. The doctor knows how to make your body work better than how it was created. You know, I remember Wayne Dyer saying years ago, it was like, anyone that's given birth, you amazed at how amazing this child is that comes out of your body. And then it's like, wow, this great creative natural force created this. And then we go, well, we'll take over from here. Us humans, us little experience, are ones that know better. Science is a great basis for understanding part of the world, but science only discovers what's already there in the unified field. God, consciousness, source exists. So you can be woke to a certain perspective, but awake is like this whole other realm of possibility where you realize that health is a natural vibe. Health just is. And this is the time that has been talked about. I remember when they knock on your door and they come talk to you, and they would say, oh, do you know? And I'd say, no, health is already here. Healing is already here. Oh, no, it hasn't come yet. And I'm like, no, it's come for those that are already awake. I just posted the Phenomenal of Healing that has continued after Bruno Gruning's life, the 3-part series that goes on and documents the healings and the helps that continue, the world that I live in, the world that so many in the circle of friends have lived in, or that have been, experienced that. We live in a different world because we trust and believe, and we operate in a different space because we know that anything is possible, anything. So as we're watching this exciting transition in our world, as we're watching it, we're waking up more and more and more to all the subtleties. So every time I go and I think I understand it all, or I get it, right? It's like I'm only really woke because I'm going to awaken even more, right? And that sense of getting to 5D reality is 5D was already here, 7D is already here, source is already here, everything's already here. It's how I maneuver in that space and time. So, November 11th, 2011, when my skull crashed the pavement, that was my moment to bend reality, to say, do I really believe that healing streams, this existence of what I can't see, can completely, heal my skull? So until each of us has experiences and convinces ourselves of what's really true and what we can't see or feel or experience, we just have to lean into, we deepen our level of being awake. And then we wake up and we're more woke, in that sense. So it isn't a destination. It's a continual journey. And there's more and more to wake up to, because that's what life is. It's like an exciting adventure. So notice what you're noticing. And if you're so adamant that you're right, and I've been there, then that's the time to say, What is it, again, that I need to learn here? What is it I need to wake up to? What is it? Because it really is all about you, just like it's about me. It's about every single person. And that's why everybody sees it differently. And that's what the world is waking up to, that there isn't just one perspective. We've been taught one perspective for a very, very long time. Different cultures, different place. That's what we're seeing it clearly. It's like the sofa's been moved and the dust bunnies are discovered. The dust bunnies were already there. The deception, the deceit, the lies of how we built our lives may have been true at one point, but no more. No more. So March 20th is one of those days that, I mean, I had envisioned for a long time that the world would come together, global party. You know, we're having those world demonstrations of freedom and democracy. We're all standing for that new space, healing from the inside out. It's in a very exciting time. And I wonder where you are and what is it that you're feeling? Are you leaning into more joy and freedom? Whatever your narrative is about it. Or are you leaning into still like, oh my gosh, a future that you really don't want? So make sure you recognize where you put your energy. Is it co-creating like so many of us are doing right now? And it's a very exciting time to see this world unfolding and how so many of us all around the world are connecting, and in an even greater way than the first global party in 2017. So have a beautiful day. Plant your seeds. They are flowing.